What's up everyone, GreenBolt here, and today I decided to do a top 5 tips and tricks video on my current favourite game, Final Fantasy 15. I managed to get my Platinum Trophy because I played this game religiously, and I've also found some tips and tricks to share with you wonderful people so you'll be able to get your Platinum as well. Out of all the PlayStation games, I found this Platinum the easiest to get. There's not a lot of criteria you need in order to get the Platinum, so if you just go through the trophy list, you'll see what you need to do to unlock it. In case if anyone's wondering whether you should buy the game, I definitely recommend buying this game. It's the best Final Fantasy game out since 10, obviously with 11 being an MMO, 12, meh, 13, just trash, 13 part 2, just utter trash, and then obviously you had the revamped 14, which was another MMO, which I still currently play, and then you got Final Fantasy 15, which is obviously the game we're talking about. So let's not waste any time and jump straight into number 5. At number 5 we have recovering stamina instantly. So early in the game you're going to be doing a hell of a lot of running, and the tip I learned was our pal Noctis can actually recover stamina instantly by holding down the sprint button. Just as he's about to run out of stamina, release the sprint button and then engage sprint again. You'll see a green aura surrounding Noctis, so it indicates it's worked, and obviously if you've got the stamina bar enabled in the options, you'll see that recover instantly. It might take a while getting the timing right, but trust me, this will save you a lot of headache, especially in dungeons and early on in the game. At number 4 we have Exp Boost. Getting to level 99 was a bitch, so let me tell you, if you want to level quicker you need to take advantage of the hotels. There's only 2 main hotels in the game, so if you're end game or mid level, you can either go to Laville Royal Suite for the sweet ×3 XP boost, or you can go to Golden Key for ×2. What I tend to do was to stack my XP till I got something ridiculous like 100k or 300k, depending where you are in the game, and then went to the hotel to double or triple this. I got to 99 in no time using this technique. At number 3 we have combining items with magic. Oh my god, I wish I knew this right up front. So basically I kind of knew how to use Elemency, but I never really used it in any of my loadouts, just for the fact that controls were annoying, and plus I didn't really see it do much damage, and the recharge rate is ridiculous on them. However, I realised you can combine these with items, or pretty much any item you got, so basically mob drops, elixirs, that kind of stuff, with your Elemency. You get some pretty impressive effects depending on what you craft with. Doing this, you can even get weird little traits like Exp Boosts. You can get Misfire, which, you know, trades off on whether you can do good damage or you're going to receive damage. You can even heal yourself with using offensive magic. So I would recommend you start learning how to do this early on in the game. You'll find some mobs towards the end of the game actually are impervious to physical damage, and you will need to rely on this level of magic to get you through, especially in the end game dungeons. So rather than selling the items you're collecting from the mobs, I recommend just stacking these. You can create some very interesting spells indeed. And that's pretty much it for number 3. At number 2 we have AP farming. When you get to endgame, you're going to need a hell of a lot of AP to unlock some of those abilities on the ascension charts. Fortunately, some clever dude online has discovered a very effective farming method to help you quickly get those ability points. What you'll need is an access to a particular royal arm called the Shield of Just, and you should get this quite easily. If you don't know how to get it, I recommend just looking up any guide online and it will tell you how to get that. There shouldn't be any problems with you getting that royal arm. And you also need an ability called Summon Enemies. Once you have what you need to travel to an area called Three Valleys. I recommend the spot I camped at since the mobs will spawn around you. Once you simply have Summon Enemies, you warp strike in with the Shield of Just and immediately summon again. You'll notice you'll need to wait for the animation for the shield to actually disappear in order to summon, but rinse and repeat, and you should get 2 to 4 AP for each successful takedown, and rinse and repeat till you're done. Full credit to the guy who's discovered this. And for my number 1 tip and slash trick, actually I don't know what to classify this, I'll call it OP to the max. Overwhelm and Bow of the Clever. If you're stuck and you want to burn down a mob in a hunt or even take down a dungeon boss, then I will recommend you try this. This move is just ridiculous in terms of damage output, and you're probably going to have a lot of fun doing this as well. To pull it off, you need two things. You need Bow of the Clever and Ignis's ability Overwhelm. Bow of the Clever is not one of your main storyline quests. You do actually need to go out and get that, as well as Ignis's ability Overwhelm. Overwhelm, you do need to cap it if you're really going to get any sort of real damage out of it. I believe it also grants you critical hit as well if you do max it out. At this stage of the game, HP regen is not a big thing for me, but you might want to equip regen items, foods, and the appropriate outfit that will support that build. Also, the item Tech Charger means that you can spam this. For those who don't know what Tech Charger does, it regenerates your tech bar very quickly, so if you are also attacking as well, it's twice as fast. So essentially, you spam Overwhelm while having your bow equipped, and then you just rinse and repeat. If you do fall low on energy, obviously elixir up or carry the appropriate potions just to make sure you're up and running. I managed to burn down a lot of endgame mobs using this, and the animation lock is an added bonus just because it means you guys won't take damage either. So guys, that's the end of my top 5 Final Fantasy 15 tips and tricks. I found this game to be epic and looking forward to the expansion. I think my guys are ready for it. Hopefully these tips and tricks will save you a lot of time, and I know there's a lot more tips in the game, but this is stuff I wish I knew up front, and also I would kind of wish I looked up end of game because I did waste a lot of time on the end game dungeons. If you like this episode, and let me know what you think, you can leave a comment, and remember, smash that like button. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and remember, you know what I'm going to say, game the clever way. Peace.